Okay, guys, I've officially made it to the South Island of New Zealand. I have officially flagged the full length of the North Island of New Zealand. So I'm really going for it. I have some materials. I can imagine I'll run out at some point. I found one dragon on my journey. I purchased 1,400 wood for 14k gold. I have some gold on me, around 10k. I have a feeling I'll run out of wood before leather. I have been killing some harder, like angels, demons, dragons. Okay, golems, and that's it. I did put down an obelisk at the top of the South Island. So I will collect some copper to restore my copper amount, because I'll need another 25 to put down an obelisk. The angel drew in the wolf. May as well just attack the wolf. A better move. I heard someone say earlier today on chat they that angels were picking up nearby mob when they went past them, and that's what I'm seeing there. I hadn't really noticed it before. So yeah, I'm almost at 4,500 flags put down. I have been passing some solid trees like that starfall, elder trees. I'm not chopping them. I'm just going. And I'm following State Highway 1. I shall check my resources. Leather is getting down. Okay. I'll do it auto stack. Okay, let's have another look. Okay, no. Look at that. I've got over only just about 1,000 leather. 479 wood. And gold. 8,000. I'll see if I can buy some gold. 10 per will get me 800. See how I get on. If I can get that wood, that'll get me further. It'll get me close to 5,000 flags. I do have some gold tied up in the marketplace. My listings. Will be here. So yeah, I've got some gold tied up. Wanting to buy leather. I don't seem to be getting it though. Even though I'm offering 6 gold per. $6K. Well, that's going to be a big help. Get a little bit more copper. See how much copper I've got. Be mindful that I'll need to heal. Dirty copper. Okay, I've got enough copper there to put down another obelisk. Pretty much just drag the mob to the edge of the flag so you can pick up the items and then keep going if you're going to be doing that. And that's 50 gold, some decent items there, a little bit of time out of my travel. Right. See how I'm on the coastline there? So just flagging appropriately, capturing that land. If buoys do end up coming out, like water flags, specifically for water only, that's pretty much, I'm flagging in preparation for that. So I'm flagging on the land. I have done a good portion of a coastline on the North Island, as well as the main state highway, a good portion of it. I did cross over to other state highways on my travel, depending on what towns I was going through. So State Highway 1 runs all the way through New Zealand. glass. Now, this, have a quick look on Google Maps. Let's have a look. So what happened was I flagged Bay of Many Coves. Oh, right. Yeah, I've got to do that part at some stage. So what I did was I crossed from the North Island. So I came down into, let's have a look, State Highway 1. I actually came down State Highway 2. So instead of doing the coastline there, I went New Plymouth. I went down here, across Whanganui, Palmerston North, into Woodville. I went down Masterton, Upper Hutt, into Wellington that way. And I came down through here, bang, into Wellington City, the capital of New Zealand. And then I went down to this point here, Tongue Point? No. Yeah, around there. Okay, so I was at that point. And then I crossed over the Cook Strait here, and I went this way straight down to Cape Campbell. And that's where I put an obelisk right there on that point. Right on the point, like literally. And then I flagged this way. And then I went down onto the state highway and up to Picton. Now, if you crossed the ferry across Cook Strait, it would bring you into Picton, okay? And then you'd get off the ferry there and you'd drive down State Highway 1, likely, into Blenheim. And then I went down State Highway 1, and I'm assuming, well, I'll be on my way to Kaikoura. Famous place for whale watching, right? Dolphins, whales. And then I shall continue down to Christchurch. I'll likely at some point want to flag this part here at Akaroa. Sticks out quite a lot on the New Zealand South Island map. There, as you can see, that point that sticks out. So I'll likely want to flag that at some stage. And then continue down State Highway 1, all the way down to Invercargill, the bottom. Then they have the Fiordland National Park. And then back up the west coast to Mount Cook. And that there is a mountainous Alps. So the Alps run from Blenheim, like rolling grass hills, all the way here. And then it starts getting quite jagged and mountainous, sharp, jaggedy, kind of like a mini Himalayas right through here. You can see that line there. There's actually a mountain peak that runs down the South Island. All the way there, you got the Franz Josef. That is a glacier, ice shelf glacier. This runs all the way down the South Island. It's real cool, as you can see there. And then if you go all the way down, you got frickin' Antarctica. Right. Give you some idea of New Zealand there. Queenstown's quite got quite a reputation as a touristy place, I guess. So yeah. Cool. back to the game. So yeah, I'm going down to Kaikoura, the whale watch area, on my way. $5,000 flags. I have me some more wood. Beautiful. Right. Bulk iron. Well, I'll be using my iron stores for leveling furnace to level 4 and hardening flags. So I shan't be helping you there on that. Which iron do I have anyway? Let's have a look. Not a heck of a lot. 500, 600 around there. Not a heck of a lot. My wood is almost 1,000. So I'll be looking to get some more wood, even though I just got some wood. Pretty much it'll get to the point where I'll be thinking about going for a hunt. Potentially a chop. See how things go. Mahogany. Maybe I should be chopping those bigger trees that I see. And then collecting 15, 20 wood sort of thing. I did have a list. I think I might have thrown it away. I had a list of how much wood certain trees gave. I have most of it memorized, but right. Drag him over here. Failed to place flag. Cannot place flag here. I have a feeling I put a flag down already and it just hasn't loaded it. Sure enough, there we go. Right. Oh, the state highway is going away from the coast. Why? Are we coming into a town? Oh, dragon herb. For some reason I've been harvesting, all dragon herb that I see as level 35 herbalism is the requirement, and that's where my herbalism is at. And it has dragon in the name, so must be a pretty awesome herb. That's my thinking anyway. Where is this state highway going? No, we're just going down here for a bit and then back to the coast, or... Oh, yep, slightly inland, but still parallel with the coast to some extent. Okay. 1100 herbalism, 1 dragon herb. And I think there's something else like a dragon essence as well. Let's go. Okay, guys, as you can see, flagging. Let's go to 4,500 flags. Woohoo, 4,500 flags on the dot. 4,000, 5,000. So you're like 5 wood, 3 leather per flag. So yes, see that starfall. I'll take that starfall. I'll get a wood count and see how much it gives. I'll get a stack. Should auto stack before I chop it. It has 894. So I'll get a count on how much wood that used. Right. Yeah, so I got 15 wood from that. How much wood I gained? Yep. 15 wood, 3 flags, right? Worth it. Elderwood. $8.99. What do we got? What do we got? 15. Another 15 wood drop tree. Another 3 flags. Worth it. Even if I chopped like one tree, like one tree that gave close to 5 wood, it would be worth it, wouldn't it? How much does a shadow bark give? I think that was 12. 12 wood. The thing is, you start getting, getting slowed down, but then, hard one. Do I want to be going backwards through my flags to harvest? Or do I want to just keep going forward? Pick what I need to keep going. Like that pine tree would do it. Pine tree is like 5 or 6. Five wood. So that's one flag. A bear's pretty good. A birch tree is... I thought a birch tree was 4 wood. How much did it give? It gave 6 wood. But it's only 4 seconds. That can't be right. I may have to have a look at that again. Was it maple tree that was 4 wood? Yeah, maple tree's 4 wood. So that won't get me a whole flag. I missed a pine there. A yew tree. May as well, while I'm on this bigger tree, do some hunting. As I'm going to be here for a bit. And chop this birch tree. That was 7 wood. Then I claim it is 6 wood for a birch. That's very well worth it. I don't really need wolf pout. See? Elder wood. No, I might as well just hunt while I'm here. No, I don't want to mine stone. Not even going to pick those up. I'm just going to go. Kaikoura. I am officially in Kaikoura. Awesome. So birch trees are one to look out for. 6 wood. That'll keep you rolling. Yew tree. Want to chop that yew tree. So that'll give me 7 wood. And I can also collect some leather. Might as well take that leather. Ah. Hmm. So I'm already at Kaikoura. New Zealand is not massive. It's not like the United States or Russia or China. It's not huge. Or Australia. Australia is pretty big. Oh, spider. As I've got this spider, I may as well, and that zombie, I may as well chop this pine while I'm here. I'll be honest, guys, I was just flagging, like, lots. But my materials are starting to dwindle. Like, I was at about 2,000 material earlier. So, my materials are dwindling, so feeling the need to replenish to some extent. We've been trying to sustain where I'm at. So, pine tree, that's what I want. And that birch tree. So that should give me 11 wood off those 2 trees. And that'll get me another 2 flags. Yep, 5 wood. Now it says 4 seconds to chop a birch. I could have sworn it was... Is it really 6 wood? That's incredible. That means birch trees are like the frickin' go-to of flagging wood. How many blooming birch trees have I passed? So I heard something about Gold Gear getting released tomorrow. I'm not sure if that's going to actually happen or not. So wait and see, but really looking forward to Gold Gear. And hoping that I won't need armor scraps to craft Gold Gear. Because, I'll be honest guys, I don't have a lot of armor scrap on me. I put in like 125 armor scrap into crafting silver gear, so I have like 9 armor scrap. Yes, 9 armor scrap. So if I need another 125, yeah, looks like I'll be hunting some orcs, if that's true. If that's the case, another pine tree, maple tree, that'll give me 9 wood. Make sure. Yep, 4 wood for a maple. So a maple and a birch is 10. Two pines is 10. 5 oaks is 10. A yew is 6. Willow is 6. A yew tree is 7. Mahogany, I think, is 8. May have to see if I can chop a mahogany at some stage. Pretty cool traveling along the state highway, as I have actually travelled along here myself more than once, so this would be pretty cool later down the road when we get respawns and doing some farming trails or that, coming along and hardening or that. It'd be cool. Doing some water flagging or something like that. Take that birch and that maple, that's 10, and that bear for some leather. How many leather? 6, so there's 2 flags worth. Right. Waiting for the pickup. 8:30 at night. Okay, work tomorrow. Demon. Deer. Kite. Orc. For armor scrap. Go back to pick up the 2 leather. The hill. Kite. Did it pick it up? Yes, it did. Put down a flag. No armor scrap. Oh, look at that. An infernal weapon. Thank you. Pine tree. Deer. That was bizarre. My range was... yeah. 3 leather, worth it. Might as well just go for that yew tree. Slow on the pickup. What I do is I go to the item. If I feel like I'm standing there for a certain amount of time, I'll gauge kind of off repetition if I think it's picked it up or not, and then I'll move away from it. It doesn't always work. Sometimes, yeah. I seem to be getting better at it. What do we got up here? See some chat happening. Right. Armor scrap. 4 leather. Nice little drop. An armor scrap. Thank you. Nice. Is that a deer hiding behind that stone? Come over here, deer. One hide, 3 meat. Yeah. What did they say? Mahogany, here we go. I wanted to see how much wood I would get. 10. Well, that's worth it. 10 wood. That's 2 flags. Birch tree and a maple, another 10. May as well start doing some hunting. Ah. See, looks like I'm taking a while. Yeah, getting in the habit of just getting stuck on a flag and taking ages to clear a flag. Just find yourself, why am I still on this flag? Sort of thing. 10 wood. How long's the chop time? 13 seconds, something like that. I'll take that boar, I'll kite that vampire, I'll chop that maple, and I'll move on. Should be attacking that vampire. Plant a flag. Maple's down. Kite. Kind of like if any of you guys have played Call of Duty Zombies, Black Ops. Pretty much like kiting zombies. Back and in and out. You can pretty much train them on a tight circle like this. Not even hitting me. He's close to me. And then pick up your stuff. And then I'm out of here. Now I see a golem. But there's also a deer there. So I'm going to get some leather. Collect. Same thing. Just kiting him. Leading him to his demise. Now, I'm pretty strong as a ranger, so I feel confident to toe with the golem while I wait to finish him off. As my defense is almost 300, so heavily invested into defense. Let's put it this way, if someone attacks me when PvP comes out and I'm on a flag or something, I don't really want to die straight away or in like a short amount of hits. if I can get away without dying, hey. Birch tree 6, pines 5. I'll take both of those. Wonder if my wood's actually going up now. 864. Leather. 7, 8. Yeah. See, my stores are reasonably staying up, so that's good. Should have taken that deer, but I didn't. May as well just take some orcs. Or birch. Build some armor scraps just in case. And let's say I don't need armor scraps for gold gear. Craft a silver breastplate. Put it up on the marketplace for... I'm thinking... Well, armor scraps are like... Or I could just sell the armor scraps as they are. They're worth like 1,000 each. Probably be better value. Yeah, I feel like I'd get more for selling the armor scraps, because I mean I can't imagine newer players coming up with like 25k for a breastplate, whereas they're more likely to come up with 1,000 for an armor scrap sort of thing. Makes sense. Pine, deer. May as well just go NATO on this. It's not like I have to collect all the stuff. I'll just keep going. Can't even be bothered collecting it. So a skull. That's today. I have a feeling like these skulls might come in handy. I didn't realize zombies drop skulls. I thought it was only skeletons. Bears, really good. Meh. Mahogany is 15 seconds, guys. Maybe a wolf pack. What do we got? Oh, solo wolf. And this is what I mean, guys, like getting distracted. Like, now I'm here for ages on this flag because mahogany. But if I am here for 15 seconds, then I'm here for 15 seconds, right? And all these extra kills are going to give me gold. Well, assuming every kill drops gold. I did do some testing on that early game. Dude, I wasn't seeing like gold from every kill. And that really, yeah, I didn't like that, to be honest. I feel like every kill should drop some amount of gold. So it kind of bothered me, to be honest. Bear, back for the willow, take out these other mobs. There's a wolf there, take that out. I mean, I might not be picking up everything, but I would have been missing it anyway if I just kept going. Birch trees are 6 wood. There's another one back there too. So what I could do here is go bang, plant flag, jump back to my flag that I'm on, chop that, because it's 6 wood for 4 seconds. Though with the time delay it adds up closer to 10 seconds or around there. Then I have a wild boar, a deer, a maple, 4 wood for 5 seconds. And then the trail of leather, 6 leather, 2 more flags worth. Then we have a pine. And I mean, if my wood and leather goes up faster than I'm using it, then hey, you know, then it goes up, right? Also, like you'll see my overlapping of my flags. Like some flags, my flagging's really tight, and then other times my flagging's overlapping more than it needs to be. For the fact that I'm trying to get further down the road. And that's wasting materials over time. It means I'm having to use more materials to get, you know what I mean? So yeah. That's why when I go to the edge of the circle, I try to go like right to the edge of the circle or closer to the edge of the circle. as I'm ranger, my black circle is a guideline that I use. So, but then I also try cover the state highway as well. So I'll flag there and see how it's covering most of that state highway, if not all of it. And then covering back to the ring of the start of the highway where it loops. There's a method to what I'm doing. I should be able to solo this orc while I chop. Spiders are useful too. I was crafting like crossbow, longbow. It needed web and silk. I think they give reasonable gold too. And because they poison you, I have a feeling their materials will be valuable. Or like hold decent value. Makes sense, right? So pretty much just going to go and kite this vampire right to the edge here. Pop a flag down towards the edge. See how I've done it at that inside my black line, and then it's put it lapping nicely so it can be used as a guideline for flagging. Now I see there's like certain things that drop essence, like I was mentioning before about the dragon herb dropping a dragon essence. I'm not 100% sure on that. Here we go, we got dragon herb, and next to it is dragon essence. So there you go. It's correlated there. And my other dragon drops are up here. So I've got dragon scale, dragon stone, dragon claw, diamond, because they drop gems, demon horn, demon essence, and then you have dark essence, blood essence, angelic essence. So there's quite a lot of these essences for plural, or essence could be plural as well. Right. See, that flag was not very well planted for distance. Overlapping quite deep. However, I prefer it to be like overlapped than not overlapped, guys, as we can flag further than overlapping. We can flag out further. But I don't want people filling in my gaps. So that's why I want my trail to be like solid, or even reasonably solid. So that's like why I'm putting in the extra effort to, and it's pretty much because like when I scroll out, see if I can scroll, see there, it's like a solid trail. And it's pretty cool, like when you go hundreds of kilometers and it's just bang, 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 bang. Like, you know what I mean? Look at that beautiful coastline flag in there with the cool dragon banner. Up we go, along we go. Like, yeah, that's rather than just having like randomized flagging, guys, putting in the extra effort. See, that's pretty much like perfect laps on the state highway. A decent lap, but then really good for getting my distance up. So I'll just go for these big deer game. Go for my couple of birch trees. And then I may as well take that spider on the way back. Be aware that my health is going down. Poisoned. 8 leather. And some other material there, but mainly for the leather. There's another 4 leather, so that's 12 leather. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 flags worth and 1 flag. Right. There is a pine tree way back there, but I'm going this way. Deep flag, using my range as a guide. Got a willow here. Start taking that vamp on the way over to the willow. And that deer. That deer will drop first. So I haven't specced heavily into strength. Like, I haven't put any points into strength. Like, at all. I'm using the longbow. If you use the crossbow, I believe it's 20 points into strength. And if you're using the war spear as ranger, it's 25 points. Pretty sure. But as I'm using the longbow, it doesn't require me to put points into strength. The longbow doesn't give base stat points for strength. It gives agility and damage. The crossbow gives strength, agility, and damage. So that's one of the real cool things about ranger using the longbow is I don't need to go heavily into strength. See this here? So that lapping, I don't like that. Yeah. Whether that's my OCD kicking in, guys. So at the start, I was actually filling those in, but I kind of can't be bothered anymore. So I'm going to let it go. I've got a pine tree, a spider, and a willow. Web, silk, and venom. Skulls from skeletons. Not sure what skulls are for yet. But it seems like a lot of work to take out a skeleton for a skull or bone. So I have a feeling they'll come in handy. But I'm not going extremely out of my way yet for those mats, as their purpose is unknown to me. Let's get a bit of move on. How many flags am I up to? Right, I came up to 4,500 flags. Now I'm getting close to 4,600. Okay, here's some things. I'll take that boar, I'll take that spider, I'll take that maple for 4 wood, and then I'll go over to... I may as well take that gold mine, to be honest. No, I don't really need it. I'll go over to this birch. How much gold do I have? Gold ore. 391. Maybe I should just get like a solid 400, eh? Might as well just take all this stuff while I'm at it. As it's a 15-second mine. just going to get a move on while all that stuff's happening. I did leave some... Oh no, that was a fail flag drop. Absolute fail flag drop. So what happened was I was moving as I dropped my flag. Horrific. I was about to delete that flag actually. Like, that's how much I didn't like that flag drop. And it wouldn't be the first flag that I've deleted. How much leather did I leave back there? 7, it says 8 leather there. How much is up there? That's 2 leather. I might as well go and get that. Come on. Picking up. Right, we're back on. Back on the road again. And yeah, you just get better and better. Like, I found I just get better at doing this over time. So I'm just going to go deer, wolf, mahogany. And I see some more birches, so I'll start tacking pretty much everything I'll pick up. Wait till that birch starts drop. There we go, get a heel. Got a rabbit over here, that birch. Pick up, get a heel, get a heel. I may as well go plant this flag first, and then I'll go pick that stuff up. Really impressed with birch trees. I mean, 6 wood, my gosh. Like, I feel like I knew about that and then I forgot. And honestly, guys, I've passed so many birch trees. Outrageous. Like, I could imagine like 600 birch trees. Huh. Madness. Get that pine tree. Leather drops. I don't seem to be getting like mobbed by wolves like I used to. I'll be honest, it's quite nice actually. It's a nice change. See, I didn't plant that flag so deep because I was going around a corner there and I wanted that outer rim to overlap that state highway. So just tidy your flagging. Similar situation here. I'll be going around another bend, kind of like on a racetrack, and then overlapping that state highway again. So on straights you can go out quite far, but if you want really tidy flagging, may as well get that deer. Just leave it at that for now. This orc's getting me down a bit. Iron ore. 3 leather for another flag. I must be making my way to Christchurch by now. Birch tree. We'll go birch maple. Birch wolf maple. Pick up. Edge of flag. Wait till it moves. Flag out deep. Have a wolf come into me, so I'll grab that 3 leather before I jump. Wait till it picks up. About now. deer, boar, pine tree. There's a ewe way over there. I'll stay on my path. I'll grab that spider though with my range bow. Pick up this stuff. Should we get a move on? I missed the spider drop. Waiting for it to pick up. Silk. Let's get some silk. Okay, now I can flag out deep because I'm on a straight. Go for the maple. Pick up the deer. May as well grab that rabbit, I'm right there. What about this rabbit? Leather. Pick up all. Whoa. Another flag deep. Oh, a golem. Like. Also have a willow here. I'm gonna go melee on this golem. If I had quick slots, I'd be inclined to consider having the spear and the holy shield. Switch over to that, go melee as ranger, and then have the crossbow instead of the longbow for kiting range. That'd be real cool. That deer should be picking up. I should have that golem down. Grab that pine. The heck was that? I don't know what that is over there. Yeah, I knew there was something over there. It was a golem drop. But golems don't drop bone, do they? I swear that was like a perfect... They must drop bone. Huh. That was a perfect flag drop. Almost perfect. Or about perfect. Let's have a look. Whoa. Only just overlapping. Go mahogany, troll, rabbit, rabbit. Mahogany's a 15-second chop for 10 wood. How's my battery? 16%. Alright guys, I better get my phone on charge. Alright, I'll leave it at that. That was a pretty good run. I reckon I put it down easily over 100 flags in that hour. Alright. Thanks guys.